Introducing the PM4 and PM8-SA digital paging microphones with message announcer, part of the PM series of paging microphones from Cloud. Multi-zone paging microphones enable specific predefined zones to be contacted either individually or as part of a group. Background music levels can automatically be reduced and a chime added prior to the announcement being made. Alongside the respective 4 and 8 zone live paging facilities, the SA range also features the ability to pre-record announcements and trigger them from either the front panel, Cloud's DCM1 digital mixer, or via a number of external options. To live page one or more zones, select the zone or zones to be paged, then press and hold down the Talk Send button and make your announcement. Alternatively, select your zones, then your pre-recorded message, and this time press and release the Talk and Send button. All zones can be paged by pressing and holding down the Call All button and making your announcement, or by selecting a message and then pressing and releasing the Call All button. Zones may be grouped together to simplify paging several zones simultaneously. To define a group, select the required zones and press and hold down one of the 4 group buttons until the LEDs flash. Note, the PM8-SA has 8 group settings across 4 buttons, with access to groups E to H, requiring the group button to be pressed twice. To page or message a group, press the group button either once or twice for your required group, and page or message as before. Depending on your model, 4 or 8 pre-recorded messages in either MP3 or WMA formats, as well as 4 or 8 chimes can be stored on the SD card supplied. The SD card is plugged into a dedicated card slot accessed through the baseplate. There are 2 options for connecting the SA range to a mixer. The digital interface, using Cat5 and RJ45 connectors, will connect directly to Cloud's DCM1 digital controlled mixer, providing connections for mic, zone control, message triggers and power for the first mic if daisy-chained with other units. In addition to the digital port, an analog interface permits the units to be used with many of Cloud's mixers or others with a short-to-ground access port. To connect via the analog port, remove the top casing and connect the mic cable through the rear gland onto terminal 8 as shown. Next, connect an 8 or 4-core cable with an overall screen onto the terminal block numbered 1 to 8 and the screen to 0 volts as shown. Note, all the PM4 to 16 zone range share similar boards and all 16 terminals will be present on all models even if not needed. Finally, there is an option to trigger messages via external contact closures. Examples of this could be timers for timed announcements, PIR sensors or cameras for security, or external control systems such as the Crestron or AMX. Multi-core cables should be used with a screen or spare core connected to 0 volts as shown. Multiple mics can be daisy-chained together, with the output signal of the last mic connected to the input of the next mic in the chain. The final mic can be connected to the mixer either via the digital or analog interface. In this example, the PM8-SA and PM4-SA are connected into our 8-zone system. The PM8 can page all zones, and it's also possible to select priority over other mics by moving internal jumper 8 to the on position. The PM4 would by default page zones 1 to 4. However, by using jumpers 11 to 14, the zones can be offset to page any sequential group of zones on the system. Accessories include a short gooseneck mic for wall-mounted versions and a mic removed option.